IVM.
Hey, so what do you think Jishnu, Dinkar and I have in common? Well, it's all that we are solid underachievers. But if you like the opposite, which is that of a superachiever, then you should definitely check out the Vishal Gondal Show, where Vishal, the host who I just named and is also in the title of the show, The Vishal Gondal Show, interviews superachievers like Ronnie Screwwala, a great superachiever, Amish Tripathi, another great superachiever. So, if you're an achiever and would like to become a superachiever, then you should probably check out The Vishal Gondal Show. Hey everybody, welcome to the Geek Fruit Bulletin, our weekly news/not news show. It's a short show.
It's a short show.
Short show.
Yeah.
It's not a shit show.
Hey. It's a short show.
It's a short show. All right, cool. So what are we talking about
It's
in
not
this
for
short
us
show?
to say that it's a shit show. That's for the viewers to decide.
You mean the listeners?
The listeners, yes. That's true.
Though IVM
It's not
now
that
has
good
been
show.
putting up clips of us on their Insta views. I don't know, the
Insta views.
The YouTube grams.
All right. So I have a lot of news/not news that I have skimmed through the headlines for.
Give it to us.
For starters, the entire problem with the premise of this show, Tejas, is that news moves at a very fast pace.
Yeah, by the time this is
and
out.
we record weekly. So
we record it as news. By the time it's done, it's out. It's not
gone.
news.
Yeah, that's exactly what has happened with this article, which is Alec Baldwin.
Yes.
He was cast as
You won't
Bruce
believe
Wayne's
this.
dad.
Thomas Wayne, yeah.
Yeah, Thomas Wayne.
In the
Todd Phillips version of the Joker.
the Elseworlds Joker.
The Elseworlds
Joaquin
Joker.
Phoenix.
Yes, where Joaquin Phoenix plays the Joker.
Man, so
He was cast, now he's out also.
He's out.
Yeah.
Why?
Wait, let me tell you. Baldwin has dropped off abruptly from the project. Baldwin simply said, "I'm no longer doing that movie." As if his involvement wasn't just announced on Monday. He called it scheduling issues.
Oh, I'll tell you why it is, man. I'm telling you that it's because they're not going to be shooting in New York. And I'm 100% sure that's the reason. Because Alec
Because he
Baldwin...
has to run for mayor.
No, because Alec Baldwin hates leaving New York. Haven't you heard? Like,
Yeah, he does.
his all his interviews saying that I'm only trying to do projects which are based in New York because I don't want to leave my family. Which is very sweet.
which
That's
is
why he does
sweet.
the Here's the Thing and that other show. And he's just always in New York, man.
Here's the thing with Alec Baldwin.
Yeah.
It's such an Alec Baldwin title for a show.
Also a good Will Smith thing.
Yeah.
No, actually, that would be called The Thing Is.
The thing is,
Oh, man. I've been watching One Strange Rock. It's so funny, dude.
which should have been called Welcome to
Yeah,
Earth.
welcome to Earth. Anyway,
Anyway.
so he's out.
He's out
Man,
already.
you won't believe
the
it.
news has become not news.
Yeah. I was telling my flatmate Abhimanyu, I was just like, man, we were just talking about how Alec Baldwin would be a great Batman. A young Alec Baldwin would have been a great Batman. And then they announced this, and I was just like, wow, that would be awesome.
And the character synopsis that I read was a
that
little
weird.
insane.
Yeah, it was weird.
Is that based on anything at all? Because they basically were painting Thomas Wayne as a bit of a nutjob mad scientist doctor.
No.
Right? Then?
They said that he's a seedy businessman.
Oh, okay.
That's what they said, and very non-reflective of what he is in the comics. And a lot of people had many things to say about that, saying, no, that's not what he is. But one of the best iterations of Batman I've ever, experienced is the Telltale version.
Yeah.
And the entire game is based on the premise that his parents were like criminals.
Right.
And that he's trying to reconcile his past with his present, So that is what is, and that was amazingly handled.
Right.
And the fact that they were going with that kind of idea for this movie was interesting because anyway it's Elseworlds.
Yeah.
Anyway it's different. My only problem with it is that how can the Joker origin movie, the Joker and Batman are roughly the same age as far as I'm concerned. We won't talk about the Jack Nicholson, Michael Keaton thing. And also there was like maybe 10, 15 years apart in that as well. But man, there has to be a young Joker and a young Batman together. They come up
Exactly.
together. That's why.
So I don't know what the show is doing.
The movie, yeah.
The movie, sorry. So the Joker is a struggling stand-up comic in the 80s comedy scene?
Yeah.
What? Crazy.
Yeah,
that's kind of Killing Joke origin,
yeah,
right?
the Red Hood. Basically, he's bad. He's not a good comedian because he's got too much anxiety. He's got depression. He's got like a ton of things. And then he
like most great comedians.
Yes, exactly. And He's a struggler.
He's a struggler.
He's living in Andheri. Anyway, which is where I live.
He's living
It's
in
fine.
LA. Lokhandwala Andheri.
Oh, correct, yeah. So he basically is a struggler, and because of that, he decides to take on in the Red Hood, like the Red Hood iteration of the Joker, is where he decides to join, become, have a life of crime basically, and he does the Red Hood thing where he meets his maker.
Who's his maker?
The Ace Chemicals vat of acid.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that maker.
That maker, yeah.
Yeah, interesting. I mean,
Sorry, makeup. That's what I meant. Anyway, but yeah, man. So I thought that's what they're gonna do. But Joaquin Phoenix, how old is he? He's like 40 something, right?
Yeah, must be.
Yeah, he must be pushing 40. So
I'm interested. Like, sign me up for whatever this is because it's very fresh.
So is this going to happen? The only way I can see this happen realistically in my head is that it's in the time period when Bruce Wayne has become a recluse, and I'm not a recluse, but he's gone in exile. This is the
maybe, but I have a strong feeling they're not basing this off of anything. It feels a lot like Todd Phillips is going to take the basic premise of the Joker and just go nuts.
But what are you going to do with the character of Bruce Wayne? How are they going to address Bruce Wayne in this?
I have no idea.
They have to address. So I'm saying a good way for them to do it.
Maybe they don't bring him up at all and it's just the Joker.
Exactly. A good way for them to do it is to explain that, or at least somehow say that Bruce Wayne has been missing, like for years and years.
Yeah, maybe.
And then just do it then. That would be great.
And Thomas Wayne's a serial businessman? And who's going to play him now?
Actually, no, but one second. If Thomas Wayne is alive, then this is so
What's
weird.
going on? I'm excited. And this is one of the many, many Joker movies.
If Thomas Wayne was killed at the age of 40 and Bruce Wayne was, 10 years old, something like that? Or, 10 years old. And if Joaquin Phoenix is playing a 40-year-old Joker, so what? Batman is like 30 years younger than the Joker? How does that make sense?
Is this a scenario where Batman's parents don't die?
Oh, like that? That's
Maybe.
cool.
Like they're taking the else all the way.
Man, but it feels like the Joker only exists because Batman exists. And the Joker will not exist if the Batman
Exactly. I don't understand this, which is why I'm interested.
Or, what if they cast Jeffrey Dean Morgan? Okay?
Yeah.
What if they cast Jeffrey Dean Morgan and they do this story, and then you realize that this is the alternate timeline of the DC extended universe, that if Flashpoint happened, I don't know.
Then this is what would happen?
Yeah.
I have no idea. I
want to find the meaning, but there seems to be none.
This is what DC's entire thing is. I want to find the meaning, but it seems there's none.
Okay, cool. What's next, man? Let's move on.
More DC stuff. Dwayne Johnson's Black Adam was just too much of a bad boy for Shazam. So Shazam.
Correct, yeah.
He was cast as
Adam and Shazam.
Yeah. He was cast as Black Adam, but they decided to drop the character because they were just like, he's going to be too powerful of a character.
Well, I mean, so what I had heard about this whole Black Adam thing is that he was not going to be in the Shazam movie to begin with. He was just going to have a separate spin-off Black Adam movie, which is strange because why would a Black Adam movie come out before a Shazam movie?
Yeah.
How does that make sense?
So that's why they moved it around, I think. Maybe the plan was to do Black Adam, then do the Shazam origin story.
Yeah.
But now they've switched those around, I suppose.
Is he doing this?
He's doing Black Adam, but he's...
Okay.
Black Adam, Black Adam.
Man, I don't know how they... What is DC? I don't
understand. But to be fair, Shazam looks interesting.
That's all it looks.
His superpower is that he can identify any song.
Man... That is brilliant.
Shazam and his loyal sidekick Soundhound.
Okay, if Shazam is not mentioned in the movie, if there is not a merchant like a tie-up, that'll be the greatest missed opportunity.
Looks really interesting though. And more The Rock Dwayne Johnson news.
Give it all.
He'll be playing King Kamehameha in Robert Zemeckis' The King. Zemeckis? Yeah. What is a King Kamehameha?
Isn't the Kamehameha the
Street Fighter thing?
That's a Hadouken.
Oh, right.
Hadouken. Can I order 3 Hadoukens? 1 second. So, Kamehameha, I think, is from Dragon Ball Z, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, right. It's that thing where, like, the superpower move.
It's not the Super Saiyan thing. Man, I'm maybe just doing some nonsense.
I thought you do a Super Saiyan with a Kamehameha. I am so out of the loop on this.
Why don't we know these things?
I know Hadouken.
I know Hadouken. And Hoyuken.
Oh, Hoyuken. Those are the lyrics from that Scribe song. Hadouken! Shuriken!
I thought it was from that viral meme, How You Can Slap. How can she slap?
Hadouken slap.
Oh, God.
A Robert Zemeckis movie called The King, and he plays King Kamehameha, who is
I love
a
Robert
Hawaiian
Zemeckis.
king, apparently.
Awesome.
So
Bring
do you
it.
think like the writers of
He's
Dragon
basically
Ball Z
Moana.
just yeah.
In Moana, he's...
Did they just read some article about a Hawaiian king in a history book and went like, oh, that's a cool word
You know, here's the thing. Robert Zemeckis does...
with Alec Baldwin?
Oh, wow. So he's doing some other stuff.
Yeah.
But, you know, Robert Zemeckis has always done amazing movies, man. Like, I've liked pretty much everything. The last thing... What did he do? The last thing I saw? Flight? Did he do Flight?
Who, Robert Zemeckis?
Yeah, wasn't that him?
With
Denzel?
With Denzel? That was him, or what? I don't know.
Yeah, I think so. Man,
Okay.
that movie was awesome.
I haven't seen it.
So good.
Cool.
Really, really
Yeah,
good.
he always does good stuff.
Yeah.
Chalo.
I feel like I'm confusing this, but yeah, that was, I think, what he did last. No, he must have done something else, but...
We like all these boys. We'll watch it.
No,
Especially because we need to know what a Kamehameha is.
No, I need to know what he did
Our
after...
nerd passports will be revoked.
Allied was the last movie he did, 2016, which I didn't see. Brad Pitt.
Lied?
Allied?
Yeah.
Marion Cotillard and Brad Pitt. And he did Flight.
Oh, right. I saw the trailer for that movie. And then didn't watch the movie.
He did... this is the new movie. He's doing the Welcome to Marwen.
Welcome to who?
Marwen? Steve Carell kind of plays that guy who plays with toy action figures.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. Oh, dude, that looks amazing.
It looks really good. I mean,
it looks really, really
looks
interesting.
good.
It's such a...
It looks manipulative as per usual.
probably.
Yeah.
But still, I think Robert Zemeckis depends a lot upon likable actors to pull off what he puts down.
I mean, he can make complicated films, man. Flight is a very complex
but
film.
it depends a lot on
Yeah.
amazing principal actors, which
Yeah.
is why like something like Polar Express, when Tom Hanks can't like give you that depth,
Yeah.
feels weird.
But then he does Castaway. And
Then he does Castaway,
boom.
where you can actually see his face.
Man, amazing movie.
Very
Right.
interesting.
So, anything else? Are we good?
Well, there's some Star Wars news, but I'm putting a moratorium on Star Wars news on the bulletin.
No, come on. You can't do this to me. Hit me with
It's
some
it's
Star
not
Wars.
really news. Let me
Actually,
see.
the casting, right? The casting news.
Yes, Matt Smith.
Matt Smith, Dominic Monaghan.
Yeah.
Mary is gonna. It's a Mary.
Weird.
Yeah,
And
it's Mary,
also, I mean, something about
Mary
Oscar Isaac saying something about how fans are being dicks and they should chill out. So,
Man, you just listen to... Everyone should just listen to Oscar Isaac.
yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone listen to Oscar Isaac.
Yeah.
Advice for life.
Yeah. Cool. All right. So,
Interesting things.
So that's the vibe.
Yeah.
All right. Let us know what you think about the news / not news. This Alec Baldwin thing is kind of getting me down. I don't know why.
I don't understand it.
I don't understand. This Joker
DC
movie
just
makes
seems
no
like
sense.
such a mess because stuff like this keeps coming out. You know, like they say, "Hey, Alec Baldwin's cast." Then somebody calls up Alec Baldwin and he's like, "Yeah, I'm not doing that movie." You're like, "What's the thing with Alec Baldwin?"
Yeah. You think there was a fallout between them? What? Okay, anyway. That's our show. Bye, you nerds.
This is that's been the bulletin. Check out our full episode this week where we're talking about the greatest Marvel show ever, Luke Cage, season 2. Bye, you nerds.
Did I just catch you on your way to work? Or did you end up pulling an all-nighter? Let me guess. You have a packed schedule for the day, the week, and probably the month and the year. That's a lot for your mind to handle, don't you think? This buzzing chaos also brings tons of negative thoughts. Am I right? Try spinning that bottle in a positive direction with me, Chetna, on the Positively Unlimited podcast, every Monday on IBM Podcasts. It's time to change your life one alphabet at a time.
Did you know that Parsis in Mumbai, instead of being left at the Tower of Silence after they die, are now cremated? And why? Because a cow fell sick in the early 1990s. Did you know that the smog in Delhi is caused by something that farmers in Punjab do and that there's no way to stop them? Did you know that there wasn't one gas tragedy in Bhopal, but 3? One of them was seen, but 2 were unseen. Did you know that many well-intentioned government policies hurt the people they're supposed to help? Why was demonetization a bad idea? How should GST have been implemented? Why are all our politicians so corrupt when not all of them are bad people? I'm Amit Verma, and in my weekly podcast, The Seen and the Unseen, I take a shot at answering all these questions and many more. I aim to go beyond the seen and show you the unseen effects of public policy and private action. I speak to experts on economics, political philosophy, cognitive neuroscience, and constitutional law so that the insights can blow not only my mind, but also yours. The Seen and the Unseen releases every Monday. So do check out the archives and follow the show at seenunseen.in. You can also subscribe to the seen and the unseen on whatever podcast app you happen to prefer.